So you may have heard the news by now. The UK are hosting the next Eurovision, and I am beyond excited. But before we begin, if you are new here, please subscribe. I make videos about all things Eurovision that you'll love. So yes, indeed, back in June, the EBU made the unfortunate decision that for security reasons, Ukraine could not host next year's Eurovision. And that news, of course, sent the fans and the media wild with speculation over who was going to be the next host country, with the logical conclusion being this year's runner-up, the United Kingdom.
The European Broadcasting Union has said it's in talks with the BBC to potentially host the 2023 Eurovision Song Contest.
And then we fast forward to the end of July and we get another announcement.
The Eurovision Song Contest will take place in the UK next year after the show's organisers decided it couldn't be held in the winning country, Ukraine, because of the war.
It will, of course, be a unique show, but I do have faith, and apparently so do at least 18 different regions and cities that have so far put their names forward.
Around a dozen cities have already expressed an interest in hosting the show. Formal bids are now being invited.
And of those, there are really two that pique my interest. Firstly, Glasgow and the Hydro Arena, the fan favourite, I think it's fair to say.
Glasgow has launched its bid to host the Eurovision Song Contest after it was confirmed it will be coming to the UK next year.
It was the backdrop for the Eurovision movie with Will Ferrell, and I think we can all agree it really did look the part. It was a pretty convincing dupe. And on a practical level, it's got all the right infrastructure too. It's got a capacity of over 14,000. There's a conference centre and an auditorium literally next door that would be perfect for the press room and the opening ceremony. It's got a train station quite literally on its doorstep. The airport is only a 20-minute drive away, and it's got the backing of MPs and even the First Minister. They really are ticking all of those boxes. Personally, however, my top pick is Bristol.
We're working in partnership with YTL Arena Bristol on a bid to bring Eurovision to the Brabazon Hangers.
Admittedly, they're pretty low in the odds, so I very much doubt they'll even get a look in. But as a Southwest local, I would love for the show to come to my area. And the bid itself is so ambitious. They want to do a Copenhagen 2014 and turn an old aircraft hangar into the venue. It'd be really interesting to see how that plan comes to life. And Bristol is such a creative city that the Eurovision would just feel at home there. And as for how the shows should look, the BBC have already said that the shows will be a collaboration between them and the Ukrainian broadcaster. They will showcase the best of British and Ukrainian culture.
We will have BBC as the host broadcaster, but we will also, of course, do a lot of things to honour our winner, Ukraine.
And of all the options for how that could come to life, my personal choice would be to use one semi-final as the best of British show, the other as a celebration of Ukraine, and then the final as a showcase of unity and peace between nations. A show that really reflects that core value of Eurovision, of uniting in times of hardship. A message that has not been more poignant than in the last few years.
There have been a couple of dreadful wars, and it was the very first attempt by Europe to bring itself together.
And on that same vein, I think the shows should really be a full collaboration. The behind the scenes crew should be a mix of Brits and Ukrainians. The presenters should be from both countries. The interval acts should reflect both cultures. It should be a week of programmes where we come together under one roof.
It's going to be a difficult juggling act for whoever and wherever it's hosted.
It is, but I'm
absolutely confident that the BBC and the Ukrainian broadcaster will do a brilliant job.
And as for who I would want to see on that stage, the obvious choice for hosts would be someone like Mel Giedroyc or Rylan for the UK, our Eurovision hosts. And Timur Miroshnichenko, the Ukrainian commentator and their 2017 host for the Ukrainian side. And for interval acts, of course, Kalush Orchestra and Sam Ryder have to be there. But what about Lucy Jones, the last British act on Ukrainian soil? Or even Jamala, those renditions of 1944 she's been performing have just been soul-crushingly beautiful. That elevated to a Eurovision stage would be stunning. And even visually too, I'd love there to be a real theme of coming together, of peace and unity and collaboration. I think there's so much the people involved can work with here. I think whatever they end up producing will be something really special. All about you, humble viewer. What's your vision for Eurovision 2023? Let me know down below in the comments. And please give this video a thumbs up and subscribe for more. You can be guaranteed I'll be keeping you up to date on all things UK 2023, so make sure you stick around for what's to come. And to keep on watching, just click the links on screen now.